Hey guys, Rob with McDojoLife. We're going to be doing our breakdown today against a Chi Disarm. The dude's going to use his magical voodoo Chi powers to disarm a dude who has a knife and a gun. Let's check it out and then let's break it down. Break it down. Let's go.
Lacking all emotion, staring down the barrel, waiting for the final gates to open.
All right, well, that was hot garbage. So let's, there's really not a ton to break down, but I do want to add just a couple things. Let's say, hypothetically, let's say Chi attacks like that were real, right? The dude with the gun, it took him a while just to get the gun pointed off of him. You don't think that he wouldn't be able to pull that trigger and shoot you 15 times before you finally got him to convince him to drop the gun? Chi is the strangest thing to me because some people explain Chi as this inner force and this inner life, and some people explain Chi like it's some type of matrixy garbage where it's everything and it's nothing all at once. And then some people try to explain Chi like this, to where you can use it as some supernatural ability to disarm someone or knock them out without touching them. So let's go do a little play-by-play here and just try to break down some things. Maybe a little bit better advice. Like let's go back to the beginning here. So can you talk somebody down from having a knife or a gun pointed at you or pointed at another person? Yeah, negotiators do their jobs well, and sometimes they could do that. But let's see what this guy does and how he handles the situation here. All right.
Lacking all emotion, staring.
All right. So now, if you were another human being, right, and you're in a situation where your friend, your loved one, family member, a child, somebody's taken hostage at knife point to the neck, right? You probably wouldn't just stare at the guy in hopes that the knife would drop down away from the person's throat. You might try to talk with them. You might try to convince them to leave the knife or the situation for some better option. But just staring at them, making the knife drop because of some magical voodoo power that you have, it would freak me out if it was real, but it's not. So your friend's probably dead. All right. So let's keep this train rolling. People are like, well, what advice would you have for a scenario like this? And in all honesty, this is a shit scenario. The chances of you being able to protect this other person from front to front like this are slim to none, unless you just had good verbal judo and you were able to talk them down from it. But other than that, man, like, it's a shitty situation. So you'd have to really do a lot of research and try to figure out your own ways and what you think is best. But I would definitely suggest not trying to use your Chi. Let's keep this going.
Down the barrel, waiting for the final.
All right, so with this particular scenario here, right, you see that the person is a yellow belt. What if there was a black belt holding a gun who also had Chi powers? Would that be able to stop you from using your magic voodoo to make them drop the gun? Also, just another little note here. Whenever you're dealing with a firearm such as this, right, and somebody has a gun pointed at you, and quite obviously they're out of hand's reach, even if they're in hand's reach, it's a dangerous situation. Usually, in this type of scenario, if you were able to disarm the gun, usually you want to clear the line of fire. So, right now he's standing right in the direction of where the bullet's going to be traveling. So him just waving his hands about make him look crazy until the dude blows one off in his kneecap and then continues to rob him and or kill him. So it's very awkward the way that this whole thing comes about, and it's cult-like behavior. And this is exactly the kind of stuff that bothers me more than anything else that I really post, is that if anybody actually does fall for this hot garbage, right? Is it really, who's at fault? Are we blaming the instructor? Are we blaming the student who's naive and falling for it? Well, you don't blame the victim so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that it's silly, and I think that it's ridiculous that people might fall into these traps. But the instructor obviously has brainwashed somebody to believing this, and I feel bad for them. I wish I had more information on this instructor. I know during these videos, I usually give you more details about who the people are and what the art is. And all honesty, I stumbled across this clip. I haven't been able to find any information about it whatsoever, unfortunately. Is it out there? I'm sure it is, but I just couldn't find it. So Yeah, and I'm sorry that up to this point, I took a little hiatus. I was sick and I lost my voice, and so I wasn't able to do breakdowns for a couple days. But now I'm gonna kind of make sure I go back and get all the ones done that I haven't done so far. So enjoy, like, comment, subscribe, and share all that other crap YouTube people tell you to do. And also, if you have any crazy martial arts videos, send them our way and we'll break them down. Catch you later.